People. How's it going? Oh, what a morning. So I did not get much sleep last night. We got in real late, vacation. I'm sunburnt on my back. My lotion is sticking me to my shirt, to the chair. Ooh. But I'm ready to play some KDM. Yes! Been waiting for this all week. I missed you guys. So, let's do a little rehash. Oh, I guess before that, remember, at the end of the stream, we're doing a wheel of names for anybody that's going to be watching, commenting, following. I'll enter you into a little drawing for KDM minis. We've got, let me pull that out. We've got some stuff. Whoops, not yet. I'm so prepared this morning. I am so prepared. All right, let's try that again. All right, there wasn't anything there anyway. So, bunch of stuff. Brown boxes, first runs, death grays, some GCE narratives, and Solo Loco was my winner last week, netting himself a, what was it, the art print, Gatherism from Gen Con. So, once he hashes out the details with me, I'm sending that out to him. So, follow, comment, nice things, please, and you'll get yourself on the name or on the wheel of names. So, yeah, one way to just say thanks for checking in on me, watching the game, having some fun with me, telling me how many rules I forgot today. Remember, because that is what I'm good at. So, yeah, let's get some more people. Let's spin some wheels later on. I'd hate for there to be one name on a wheel spinning. That very boring. All right, so let's not do that. Let's get more people in here. Let's get chatting, get chitty chatting. All right, so rehash. This is Lantern Year 6 for the settlement Santa Clara and all those damned vampires. It's a horror slasher thriller movie themed, and I love my cameras. They are the best at focusing. So let's see. Currently, we are going to be hunting our first level 2. It's going to be a Crimson Croc. We have dash, so hopefully that'll get us out of those syncrotic strikes and being able to run away when he does his roly-poly. Let's see, who do we have going on the hunt today? We've got Annie. She's sporting the Croc-bone hammer. That's the thing that gets +4 strength when hitting super dense locations. That's going to be pretty important because he does, the level 2 Croc gets some upgrades. Let's see, yeah, specifically this one. The monster's vasodilated hit locations, the ones that kind of accumulate as you're doing damage. Those are all super dense. So anybody that has a honed weapon, they hit it, they'll lose that honed edge. So I gotta have Annie try to work her magic on those. But yeah, that's all later good stuff. We got Nancy. She's rocking. Let's see. You can see that she's got the two-handed sword, one piece of chest armor, and her cloth. We really don't have a lot of armor yet, so that's something we're hoping a level 2 will get us some more resources. Who's next? We got Norman. Psycho. He's got a 3-piece rawhide, so he'll have 1 evasion plus monster grease, but he's got that butcher's cleaver. So that should be hitting easy and wounding easy. Let's hope. Knock on wood. And who's our last one? Elvira! Straight from being held hostage. She's got our new throwing knives. And she's got the blood compass lantern. And so she's throwing a lot of dice on attacks. And that blood compass lantern, if we pull hit locations we don't like, we basically can take bleed tokens to pull a different hit location, and she's got bandages, so hopefully that all works nicely together. All right. Besides that, man, why mess around? Let's get going. So the hunt board's already set up, level 2. It's basic. Where's my finger? Basic, monster, basic, monster, overwhelming darkness, monster, and then the actual croc is sitting here. And that's our first time we're going to be crossing the stream there of overwhelming darkness. And as part of the rehash, last year we had the murder event. And we had before that, I think the settlement year before that, Mike Myers was designated as Skull Eater or something? Marrow Hunger? So he was auto-designated as the murderer. And then we had poor Jason being the target of it. So we had Jason versus Mike Myers in a duel to the death. Jason lost. Let's see. Then we've got... Then the settlement decided not to... or to acquit him of murder for their lack of evidence. And so we don't get our +2 departing survival bonus. So boo on that one. And everybody gets +5 insanity. So assuming the hunt goes ish, everybody will be rolling on that insane table on overwhelming darkness. Except Elvira, who has courage. Wish she had leadership. I don't think anybody else has anything. Oh my gosh, Annie has courage. Okay, there might be chance for us yet. All right. So let's get started. Again, remember, follow, comment on the stream, tell me how amazing I am at remembering rules, the finite details of these games. Yeah. Yep, that's the ticket. Oh, yeah. So, it is just me today. I fired Blue Knives because, I don't know, he just kept rolling ones. It was ridiculous. No, I'm kidding. He's not feeling well. Hope you get better. All right. Remember, anybody in Indianapolis, give me a message. Come on out. I'd love to have you at the table, especially if you're a member of Lantern's Reign Discord. Have Crab Family at my table. I'd love it. Let's get started. Whoever Blue is, you're going first. Who's Blue? That is Elvira. Let's get that. We don't need that yet. All right, Elvira. Oh, it's not a it is a basic, but it's not a basic. Oh my goodness. Exquisite aroma. You approach an unbranded giant stone face crowded with skulls and a cluster of lanterns, entwined with string. A delicate scent wafts from the worn surface. Nominate a survivor to investigate. All right, there's no bonusy thing to investigate. So no courage or understanding bonuses or scythes or whatnot, so that's okay. I don't typically like to read ahead. I'm a real fan of not getting spoilers, so I'm just going to make Elvira go. And we'll see what happens. Oh, look at that, a 10. Oh, I only needed a 4. Hopefully it's good. We'll find out. So, a sumptuous fish dish sizzles atop the stone face, flanked by 12 skulls. Yeah, thanks for the follows, guys. Appreciate it. Let's see. If you have binge eating, I do not. Gain. If you have marrow hunger, oh, where's Mikey? You consume the skull, a titanic residue inside them, blah, blah, blah. If you did not consume anything, gain the fish. Ah, well, hey. That's not what I'm known for. It's helping people with rules. It's kind of the opposite. That's my whole nickname being 5XPs. I get rules wrong all the time. But anyway, glad I helped you. All right, so she did not consume. I gained the Fish of Abundance rare gear. Well, that's what we wanted, right? We didn't want to consume. And I'll have to find it now. Rare gear, fish of abundance. I believe this is from a white box. White box, yeah, it's not beta. Boom. What do we got? What do we got? But anyway, yeah, that comment gets you in on the drawing. Good luck. Fish of abundance, it is an item and it's a consumable. On arrival, gain a luck token. And whenever you're knocked down, flippity-oop, all those luck tokens. So, remember, luck tokens have a minus side. So we're going to slot that bad boy. And we don't have anything that's going to actually do anything for. I'm not going to get any connections from that. But on arrival, gain a luck token. That's, hey, better than what we had before. We'll take it. Yeah, don't play gray. Tricky, welcome. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, I try so hard to not paint gray. But if you have kids, it's tough. It's tough to have that painting time, that consecutive hours, right? Consecutive hours is the key. All right, well, that's going away. That was awesome. First time out, getting something good. All right, let's have green. Who's green? Norman. Norman's getting this next event. All right, we got crawling finger. While climbing a slope, the survivors overtake a large severed finger, inching its way up the hill. Inchworm. All right, the event revealer pauses and then chooses a result. So it can zone out, lose track of the crawling finger, and suffer brain damage. If I have courage, I'm 1 away. So I do not have 3 courage. Do I have 3 understanding? I don't even think he has 1 understanding, so that's a nope. So I guess he's just going to take that brain damage, which I need for the croc. So he's sitting at 4 now. He's just going to stare at that inchworm. Oh, well, that's too bad. Could have used that. I gotta get my overlay up. So that was Norman. Losing an insanity down to 4. Yeah, but otherwise, nothing happens. I'm okay with that. Another basic kind of event. And it's not another basic kind. What is going on today? You know, so Masked brings up a great point. If you're not doing competition pieces and you're just getting it to tabletop quality, speed paints are fantastic. Contrast paints, just get them on the table, right? Everybody's going to be playing from this distance, right? Nobody's going to be playing from this distance, all right? So nobody needs to make sure that your eyeballs are perfect. Don't worry, just get them done, get them on the table. Ugh, it's crazy. All right, Golden Dagger. I like this one. So who is this? This one again is Nancy. So you spot a gleam nestled between two disfigured corpses, a shining blade hued with colors that your retinas have never digested. Without hesitation, you make a dive for it. Oh boy. Hopefully we don't have another murder on the hunt. A 9. So I do colored dice based on like the survivor rolling. Helps me keep track. So like when I'm doing like straggler, I'll just roll all 4 different colors, whichever one's the lowest is the straggler, things like that. It just helps, I don't know, keep the game going a bit. Super dirt cheap on Amazon to get colored dice. All right. That was a 9. So before anyone else notices, you snatch up the dagger and stow it. The handle's intricately patterned grooves fit perfectly in your hand. No one else may know. Gain the secretive disorder and the dagger gear. So that was Nancy getting secretive. And what is that one? After each hunt, they have to Skip? Is that what that one is? And again, I don't have all these memorized. Memorizing stuff's no fun. Watching a guy shuffle a deck. Super fun. Secretive. While you're reading that, I'm going to grab that gear card. Then you're going to tell me what it says. There will be a test. Yeah, 2 rare items in first 3 hunt spaces. That's fantastic. Pretty nice. Like getting items. Hardly doing any work for it. All right, what do we got? So secretive is when you're returning, you go play with your precious, and you have to skip the next hunt. There are worse disorders. Camera. Wake up, Aziz. Aziz, focus. Skip after return. Notes, notes, notes. And that gives me a non-honed blade. So if you have 8 or more pieces of gear in your grid that share the same keywords, so this one can be tricky to match, but I've done it several times. You get deadly 3 on this, which is ridiculously powerful. So things like metal, if all your stuff's metal, you definitely want to try to match it with this. So you can go, I've seen some people say you could go full weapon, like just full kit out, 8 pieces of weapons on a survivor. Not really what I would do. But you also can do things, you can't do other, right? Because isn't that what selfish is? Help me out, people. People. Pretty sure selfish is, it is the only other, and there will be no others besides itself. Right? Am I wrong here? I'm not wrong. No one's helping me out. Yep, selfish. A gear rule that says it cannot be in the same grid with anything else that has the other keyword. Because that would be cool. I know a lot of cool items that would make an amazing deadly build. And then sentient, what does that mean? You have to be insano to activate it. Anyway, rolling 3. 6s are better with 3 right now. I will take it. So now Nancy's got the dagger and that honed reach weapon. That could come in handy. It could. All right. Moving on. Holy cow. Holy cow. All right. Is it? Or is it basic? Oh, it's basic. What is this kibble? All right, so who was that? That was Annie. Let's roll the white dice again. Grays being my 10s. I don't see the other one. 58. 58. Oh, let's be beneficial. Let's be beneficial. Survivors fall asleep and wake up refreshed? No. The scent on the wind. A strong wind blows. No, excuse me. That was me. I'm just kidding. Bringing with it the scent of distant places and things. The event revealer rolls a d10. Cease. Alright. So we get... Oh, could have been bad. The monster catches your scent and moves 1 space closer. Oh no, that would have been okay. We get instead 6+. The survivors smell their quarry's foul odor and surge forward. The survivors may skip the next hunt space. If this puts it into the monster, they ambush it. Oh, if only we could jumpstart overwhelming darkness. So, honestly, I think I shall. I think we're going to jump straight to Overwhelming Darkness and skip that bad boy. Get out of here. Nobody likes your card. Alright, now this is what I was worried about earlier. Is Overwhelming Darkness. Could be lunch meat, could be peaches. Who knows? Oh wait, it's the wrong book. If you've not played this game before, Overwhelming Darkness is a cool mechanic that... Yeah, cool. Yeah, cool mechanic. It is a mechanic that when you get halfway through the hunt, it determines, are you worthy kind of thing. Oxidation. Overwhelming Darkness. It gives you 3 paths. And you don't necessarily get to choose the path unless you have some extra abilities. So, Overwhelming Darkness. All survivors must determine their path, which is bolded, and walk them simultaneously. So we got Insane, Path of the Insane survivors. Brave, survivors that have 3+ courage. And then you don't qualify for either. Alright, which is weird. Alright, so we determined everybody's insane from the murder event because when Mike Myers killed Jason and was acquitted, the glove did not fit. The survivors lost their departing survivor bonus of 2, so they got -2 survival for departing, and then they got 5 insanity each when departing. So that bumped everybody past the 3 threshold for insanity, so everybody's insane. However, Elvira and Annie are courageous. So we've got 2 insane and 2 brave. I'll grab the dice here. Chuck them. Is that 3 9s and a 3? I just wasted every single one of my good rolls. Fantastic. Alright, so who is the 3? Let's just get that one over with. It is Nancy, who is insane. Path of the Insane. So, you feel safe and welcome within the darkness. Spend all of your survival, at least one, to shake yourself from this delusion, or wander into the darkness, lost forever, dead. Gee, I wonder what choice I will pick here. So Nancy's going down to naught on survival. Boo. So Nancy loses it all in order to not die. That's a good trade. I'll take that trade. Alright, then everybody else is a 9. Alright, so let's start with Annie. Annie's brave. A 9. With your lantern held high, you cut a path through the teeming darkness. Suffer 1 event damage to your arms. And she's my full kitted out rawhide. So she's got... Annie takes 1 to the arms, and that is okay. Or hands, whatever. Arms, hands. Oh, yeah, I probably could update my overlay to not say hands. Okay, I must have missed that somehow. Taking notes. Hands? Question mark? Really? Alright, so who's my other? That was white. They don't get any bonuses, they just take a damage. Yay, what's up, Blue? Thanks for not puking on my table, I appreciate it. We got Norman with a 9, who is insane. A huge eye stares at you from the darkness. It scares you sane. Set your insanity to 1 and gain PTSD. I don't like that. No, no, sir. I don't like it. So set my insanity to 1, so I'm no longer insane. And he skips the next hunt. Skip the next hunt. Wah, wah, wah. And our last one, Elvira, who is courageous. Same thing. Holds her lantern higher, then gets smacked in the arm. Gives her a light wound. All right. That was not awful. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Overwhelming darkness can be very unpleasant. Okay. Get out of here. Let's have blue do this one. What do we got? Missing faces. Crimson Croc hunt event. Crudely cut holes litter the ground. Stone faces are missing from each gap underfoot. Nominate a survivor to investigate. No bonus for investigating. Who wants it? Who wants it? Who doesn't have any gear? Just in case something happens here. Nancy or Norman? What do you think? We're gonna roll lowest investigates. Who's green? Norman is investigating. Good luck, Norman. A 10? Oh yeah, you can't even say that. Green on green. Who'd have thought? Ooh, spooky. That's a 10 though. That's gotta be good, right? 10s are good. Oh, 10s are good. This must be a sign of other life. You find a naked and scared survivor and send them to the settlement. What? Oh, ho, ho. Oh, ho, ho. Bonus? Who are we finding? Naked and afraid. Is there a person from a thriller movie that you find naked and afraid? Anybody? How about Barbara from Night of the Living Dead, just rocking back and forth? Barbara. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Holy cow. Bonuses, man. Telling you. Like, you know, I think Night of the Living Dead might have been one of my first scary movies. I think. All right. That is a win, man. Holy cow. We've not been doing well with the population, so that is a mega win. All right, now we're fighting the monster. Not bad. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to golf clap that one. That was fantastic for a hunt. We got 2 items. 2 items and a person. Holy crap, that was fantastic. That is a big win. So, recap, we got the Obsession Dagger. And who's the other person? It's going to be a little cockeyed, but we got the Fish of Abundance. So on arrival, gain a luck token. Now we can put that up. Oh, yeah. Absolutely golf it. Round of applause. All right. Green, blue, white. Where's that luck token? Luck token. All right, let's go through the arrivals real quick. I know we've got some people that get... All right, so Annie, who has Red Fist, she gets a strength token on arrival. Nancy Stone Noses, she gets a survival and an insanity on arrival. So let's update that. Let's see, Norman also has Stone Noses. but I believe we are maxed at 5 survival now that we lost our red rocker or whatever the heck that was in the settlement. So he gets an insanity. And it looks like Elvira also gets +1/+1. So she's at 5 survival and 10 insanity. Boy. And she gets that luck. That is fantastic. And if you haven't been watching, that's me just updating these little dry erase boards. And I need your help. Keep me paying attention to the overlay as well. All right, I know I'm going to make mistakes here. All right. Traits for the level 2 Croc. We've got, like I said, blood-soaked. Bazos become super dense, which will wreck our honed weapons. We've got Adrenal Master. So I think it was, and this is an upgrade from the level 1, where it was Adrenal Adept. So this one is the monster's, what's it? The monster overloads your bloodstream with pressurized bursts of adrenaline. So when you would gain insanity from brain trauma, so once we whittle through our insanity, we go to actual trauma, any dice we roll to add brain trauma or insanity from that, we actually take damage of that magnitude to a location. So that's not very nice. So I'm glad we have a ton of insanity. Immortal Presence. So again, when we drop down to 0 to not on insanity, we become terrified. And if we don't get rid of that, these survivors know what happens. Because I believe four of them have been chomped, insta-dead. Terrain for this one, we got the blood pool, which allows us to get insanity. And now that we are fighting level 2, 4 to 10 will get us 2 insanity. So that star is monster level. So this could be good. Again, another one, Survivor Corpse. We need a 10 here to get that spear from beta content. That'd be nice. Otherwise, another mechanic to get some insanity. Then we've got some detritus, debris. So we've got, unfortunately, do not have a scavenger kit yet. That is a goal. We are going to roll this one to try to get our scrap sword. Or honestly, I kind of would prefer if we just roll a 4 to 6. That would be nice. Get some hide, perhaps. So those are our terrain bits. All right. I did set this up before I left on vacation. I'm going to shuffle again because I don't trust myself. My former self in the past. I think he was trying to set me up for failure, so I'm reshuffling that one. Same with the hit location. Nope. Do not trust it. Oh, and I need to set us up on the board. What do we got for Survivor Corpse and Debris? Debris is adjacent to a board edge. Sure. Survivor Corpse. Set up 6 from anything else. How about there? 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Parfait. Everybody look parfait. And honestly, I think that is good. Let's go over this right before we start. Level 2. He has, what's it, 15, 16 plus his bonus, so 16 health. Oh, I already did that. Look at that. Okay, I can't trust myself. Movement is 7, toughness is 9. He gets a speed and a damage token. Oh dear. Let's see. Oh, and then Enchanted Flesh. That's just the same card that says, you know, when you wound a vasodilated, you know, location or whatever, replace it with, oh, fine, I'll show you. There, a coagulated location, you replace it with, you know, vaso gets you coagulated. Whatever. Oh my gosh, look at this guy. Trying to get rules right. Anyway. Monster controller. Who's going to get it today? I'm going to make it random. I'm making it super fun. Green is going to get it first. That's Norman. Norman, who does have a 3-piece set of the rawhide gear. So he does have an evasion, and he does have monster grease. Look at this guy. All right. Good guys are set up 5 spaces away from the monster. Norman. Viv. Does anybody not have insanity? Who was the person that got... Oh, Norman is the person that got no insanity. So... let's have him... let's have him stand next to the survivor corpse so we can get something. Hey, where'd you come from? Any other reason? Let's see. So this, our blue person is Elvira. She's got our throwing knives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think that looks beautiful. It's really well thought out. Yeah, I try not to min-max it. I just try to make it fun, almost like you hit random on the computer game starting positions. All right, we good? We good? You guys good to start? All right. Well, I forgot to get myself a beverage, so I'm gonna take 2 seconds to go get a beverage. You guys chill out, hang out. Don't you go changing. I'll be right back. 2 seconds. Oh, it just occurred to me. It just occurred to me why Blue Knives not here today. I get it, dude. I know. You're not sick. I need a doctor's note. Blue Knives is just trying to make sure he can get in the running for the free stuff. I'm on to you. I'm on to you. I guess as long as you followed and commented, I'll let it slide. I'm on to you. All right. And remember, we're chill here. You're just here hanging out, playing a game with me. All right. Monster goes first. Good luck to us all. Barbed tail whip. I can read without them. I just prefer to read better. Pick closest threat and range. Let's see. They're all identical. And Monsieur Lenormand gets an insanity for being targeted, so let's pick him. Alright, so move the monster and tail whip. Listen up, be nice. Move just like that. Alright, here we go. Speed 2 means we're rolling 2 dice. Accuracy is 3+. However, Norman's got 3 evasion, 2 from gear, 1 from innate, so he's rolling 6s or better. Okay. Oh. No, I'm actually... It's going after her first. She's in that, unfortunately, that spot right there. Oh, I think she might have to dash out. I really don't want to hit her if I don't have to. So, using this little low area, she is going to dash out over here so she can try to get that debris. Who is that? Who's dashing? Who's white? That's Annie. Annie is dashing out. So she's using 1 of her survival. She's down to 2 to move out of the way. So it is just Norman is getting tail whipped here. Come on. All right, so that is not a hit. That is a hit. 1 hit. Ooh. Yeah, I think Norman's going to go ahead and dodge that one. I'm not even going to roll to see where it goes because I don't want the knockback and I don't want the bleed. The ARP. All right, so Norman. He's down to 4. And that's why we have survival and all that stuff. Yay. All right, it's our turn. Let's make it count. What do I want to do? Foist. Oh, wait. Norman got an insanity. See, where are you guys? You're supposed to help me out with this. Norman got an insanity for being targeted while being monster controller. I'm telling you. I just can't keep it straight, guys. You gotta help me out. Again, I don't think it really matters who goes first. But let's let Norman smack him from behind here. He's got that butcher's cleaver. That's real nice. Real nice, Clark. So we're rolling 2 dice. And we are hitting on 5s, 4s, 3s. And he's in the blind spots. We're hitting on 2s or better. Oh, that almost was a 1. 9 and 7. That's a hit. 2 hits. With the butcher's cleaver. So again, that card says this is now super dense. Butcher's cleaver, no problem. So we've got blushing brow. The monster, on a failure, the monster disarms me. Ooh, I really don't want that, but I don't think it'll happen. We got the fleshy booty. Everybody loves the fleshy booty. All right, on a failure, I get flea brain trauma. Now this one is bad right now because the flea and frenzy will cause me to roll for trauma. And that's going to go directly to a location. That is not good. So if I get disarmed here, I won't have to deal with this. So I'm going to go ahead and do the blushing brow first. All right, that's not great. However, let's see. So I get 1 from my guy, 5 from the cleaver. So 6 plus 3, what did we say? It was his toughness. I think it's 9. It's the wound. All right. So that becomes not a failure. It is a wound. Compulsive reactions cannot be canceled. The monster recoils its fresh blood instantly congealing into hard, translucent scabs. Archive this. So archiving means I have to put it back in the box. It is not going to be used anymore on this fight. And take a coagulated and put it on top of the hit location deck. All right. And just so you guys see, that is the location I need to be hitting, the blue. So my next hit, the survivor has to be able to see that and hit it in order for it to not be an automatic miss. All right. So we're going after this one. 6. All right, 3 hit. If 3 hit, this one will hit. My camera, I'm telling you, camera. Aziz, focus. All right, so 6 plus 6, 12. Definitely not a failure. Is a wound. So, not coagulated. So that is 2 wounds on the first attack. All right. Not too shabby. All right, but now I've got a coagulator. Oh, he can move. Let's move just around that survivor corpse. Okay. I think red, Nancy, so that was green. And white's already dodged, dashed, dipped, dodged, and done. All right. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I want to use my new obsession dagger and roll 3 dice hitting on 6s? Do I want to use my blood glass sword with reach, which is 2 dice hitting on 6s? I honestly think I'm going to go for the dagger right now. So she's going to move that 5th step. She's rolling for the dagger, the new dagger. So hitting on 6s, +1 accuracy. So we're hitting on 5s or better. That's a 1, not a 7. So unfortunately got one hit. It is at that important location. So we gain 3 strength to wound this. So we get 3 for the weapon, 3 for the hit location, and 1 for being awesome. So, and this is looking pretty good. Yeah, 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1, 3 plus 1 plus 1, 3 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1, 3 plus 3 plus 1 plus 3 plus 3. Okay, anyway, yep. It is a wound. And not critical. That would have been nice to get that one. That is another wound. Rocking and rolling. All right. Red's gone. I think blue is going to just throw, right? Elvira wants to use that new throwing knife. So we're chucking 4 at this sucker. We're chucking 4 dice. Right now we're hitting on 9s or better. 2 accuracy and 8. Oh boy. So hitting on 7s or better. It's not a lot. Not really that great. But any perfect hits for Elvira from her crazed fighting art will give her an insanity. And any perfect hits from the weapon, so basically any of these turn lantern, give us an accuracy token. So right now we're hoping just to get perfect hits. Okay. I mean, isn't that how it's supposed to work? Look at that. 2 accuracy tokens on the first throw. All right. So, and we're hitting on 7s or better. That's 4. All right. Now this is where the lantern comes into place. The blood compass lantern. I'll read this one. Before making a wound attempt, you may gain 1 bleed token to discard all hit locations from your attack and draw that many to replace them. Limit once per round. So I have 4 hit locations in my hand. And for any reason, if I don't like them, I'm going to discard them and gain a bleed. Unfortunately, I don't think it works with that one. So that is unlucky. All right, so all survivors are doomed. The monster's many fingers gesture in a hypnotic wave. The attacker gains the terrified card. Monster accelerates your heart rate. Gain the death count card. All right, fantastic. All right, monster giggles. Tee-hee-hee. Full move away from all survivors, then turns to face the attacker. Which way is he going? He's surrounded. Let's go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Okay, let's go over this again. Terrify. I am guardless now. All right, so I cannot ignore hits. Like evasion is fine, I believe. Evasion's fine, but guardless means I can't do the 5Ds of dodgeball. All right, so deflecting, 6D, so you got deflecting now. All right, then we've got, and then if I have at least one insanity, I can use an activation to get rid of that, which is important. Then we have death count. This one is no bueno. So my heart's beating faster and faster and faster. And basically, I get a death token on this for every round at the end of each round. And if I get 5 tokens, my heart explodes. That's not a good thing. That is not a good thing. Not a good thing. Well, this is disappointing. Way to go, Vira. If you want to do something with those throwing knives, find the stinking trap. That's a trap hunting knife right there. Oh boy. Well, let's see. We did 3 wounds already. 5 rounds. And no surges. And I'm pretty sure I can't use that whole you may surge an additional time if you can't surge at all. So, that does absolutely nothing except give me a survival, right? Gain at the end, gain a survival. Gotta remember that one. I will forget it. Alright, Elvira, way to go. Clown. Alright, well, white has not gone yet. So she'll go harvesting. 6, I think, is what we wanted, wasn't it? 6. Yes! Bone. Hey, a resource is a resource. Who was that? That was Annie. Alright, so the debris pile is now gone. And she's gonna move. 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that could have gone better. Like, yeah, I guess there's really not much I can do right now except at the end of the turn, she gains a survivor. Survival. Elvira's already maxed, so she doesn't gain anything. Can't surge for getting rid of Terrified. So she is now 1 token in. That is unpleasant. Monster turn. A mood. When this comes into play, draw a card. Cue that up. The monster can barely contain its delight as a pungent foam leaks from its maw. While this is in play, the monster has -1 accuracy and +1 speed. Yep, for each terrified survivor, which there is 1. When a survivor dies, the monster is knocked down, giggling. He's Ruffle Mayo. We'll keep that there. It's a reminder. All right, what do we got now? The next one. Hail of Fingers. Closest threat. That is probably Annie. So let's see. Move into range and attack target. The attack gains +1 speed for each card in the monster's wound stack. 3, sir. Gains 3 speed for each in the wound stack. If the monster attacked with 10+ speed, it has fired off too many of its scab fingers. The monster gains -1 toughness token and is knocked down. That's not going to happen. Oh, and he's at a range of 6. So he moves 7 and can hit at a range of 6. So basically, there's no chance of running away from this one. That's not great. But I think with the evasion set, let's hope, because it's accuracy 7+. I mean, actually, he's going to be only critting. So this could be good. So range of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so he doesn't move at all. He's chucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dice. He's chucking 5 dice. I don't know if you could hear that. that is my dog howling at the howling at the tornado drill siren. Very creepy. Very thematic. Alright. 5 dice hitting on lanterns. Yes! So that's a big fat nothing burger. Take that. Alright, so if the monster attacked with 10, he did not. He's not knocked down. Well, you know what? I'm okay with that card. At least when Annie's my target. Oh, Andy had -1 accuracy from that too. Yeah, he was not going to hit. All right. Whoops. And Nancy would have been the target. I'm not moving that. You guys are not helping me on this one. Let's see. My toin. This guy got knocked down on the trap. And what to do, what to do. What is to do? Man, I didn't get knocked down, so I keep my accuracies. All right, first things first. Let's get rid of that Terrified. I'm not taking any chances. Elvira is using her action to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and to unterrify. So she's doing this right here. If you have at least 1 insanity, you can take a moment and collect yourself. Spend just the activation, so you don't have to spend any your insanity stays. So I'm just getting rid of that card. So now she's not going to get gobbled up. And I don't have Surge, can't go anymore. Okay. Can green dash over? Alright, green is going to dash. So that puts Norman down to 3 survival. And he's going to be chucking 2 at this guy. Man. Alright, well, he gets 1. 1 die. We've got Pale Underflesh. You hit a patch of soft flesh between hardened, translucent scales. Oh, baby! Look at that. We'll take a crit. I haven't had a crit in a while. And I didn't call it. That's what happens. So, crit, gain 1 random monster resource. Pale Fingers. It's a bone and hide. I'll take it. Then, if the attacker is adjacent, they may plunge their hands through the opening in the flesh and drag out spooling threads of viscera. If the attacker takes the plunge, it changes them forever. They gain 3 courage, 3 insanity, and the marrow hunger impairment. Oh dear. I'm going to leave this one up to you guys. Should he plunge in. All right, this is Norman we're talking about. He's got 2 courage. He's got 3 insanity. Right? What do you guys think? I need a, what's this, slash pole or something? I don't know what it is. Anyway, seriously, guys, what am I doing here? Is he plunging? Is he taking the plunge? Come on. No lurkers. Yeah, honestly, I'll give you lurkers another 2 seconds to figure that out. Okay. This is super thematic, so I don't know why you guys aren't going, oh, automatically plunge. He's totally plunging. This is super thematic for the settlement. So, he's plunging. If he takes a plunge, it changes him forever. Oh, he's changing, all right. He's getting 3 courage, which will trigger bold. 1, 2. Ah, yes, 3. 3 courage. He gets 3 insanity, which helps him continue to attack with his Sentient X. He gets the Marrow Hunger Impairment. Which means he has to be picked for murder and something else like Skull Eater. And then, this is the part I hate the most. This is the part I hate the most. And that is rolling on the table for getting murder. Man, we've already had murder so far. Already had murder. Here it comes. This is it. Let's go. Murder, death, kill. Murder coming. And it's premeditated. It's premeditated. We know it's coming. Oh dear. This poor settlement. And we've got two boys with murder. Oh, it's gonna be a whodunit in the thriller slasher murder movie mystery. But that was fantastic. Gotta take a health away. Almost forgot that. That's importante. All right. So that was green. So I still have red and white to go. I am going to... Oh, just a little bit of clairvoyance. This is my next one. I can move through the pool of blood. That's a benefit. All right, so it's not impassable. I can walk straight through it. You know, get my feet wet. But I think the most important thing is that I can reach it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I'm here, wait, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I can't. Although I do have a founding stone on Nancy. 2, 3, 4, 5. I can dash. What am I talking about? All right, who am I having dash? Nancy. Nancy's gonna dash. She only has 1 survival. Oh, I do not like that. She's not gonna dash. I want to keep that survival. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she is throwing her founding stone as her action. She is spending her action to sling the stone from anywhere and do an automatic hit that inflicts a critical wound. All right, so return this to the box. It's an archive. I think that might be my last one. So I have to be able to see it, line of sight it. Okay, Aziz, focus, killing me. And we know that I think most or all of these have critical wound. So, critical wound. The belly blow ripples through the monster, producing a foul belch. You vomit on yourself to the sound of the monster's creaky laughter. What is that? There's like some videos going around where a guy makes a noise and his wife goes, "Wah, wah." And I'm not laughing at you. That's really terrible. I'm sorry that happened. Let's see. A single tear falls from from its largest eye. So gain 1 blood diamond tear. Is that a monster source? That's a strange resource. There we go. Now we're talking. Oh, and we get extra stuff. Look at this. When you gain this, gain the phobophobia, the fear. Who was that? That was Nancy. And she's getting all the bad stuff. So she's got secretive, so she's skipping the hunt, and she's got phobia. Phobia. Now, I can't remember exactly what that is. Somebody help me out. Phobo. I think that's a Croc, obviously a Croc specific one. There it is. At the start of your act, if you have 0 insanity, gain terrified off. So that's just lovely. So basically she gets terrified and becomes guardless no matter who she's fighting. Yay. At 0 insanity, terrified. Ain't that nice? Ain't that special? Proud of you or all of us. So, we got the blood tier, organ, diamond. When you gain this, gain the phobo, yeah. But we'll take it. That's a hit. So that's technically 2 crits in a row. I'll take it. And thanks for joining us, everybody. I appreciate the views. But get engaged. It's more fun when we all get engaged here. All right. Who hasn't gone? Annie. Annie is not gone yet. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just stick her right in front. 1, 2, 3. Actually, let's go that way instead. So she can smack him with the crocodile hammer. Remember, if you followed and you comment during the stream, you can get entered into the giveaway. What we have are brown boxes, 1 white box, some art prints, all kinds of stuff. Woohoo! Blue Knives, you're the best. All right. Is that good enough? I don't think that's good enough. A 5 with the hammer. Let's see, we're hitting on 7s. Innate accuracy of 1. That puts us at 6. That's not happening. That is a big whiffaroonie. Appreciate that, Blue. Appreciate it. All right, let's see. That's it then. Oh, he's not terrified anymore, so he does not get that. That's it. That's all of us. Bad guy turn. Oh, so at the end of our round. Oh, clock's ticking, Elvira. Clock's ticking. Bad guy goes. Crimson Snap. Threat with least insanity in range. Who's the least insane? We got 6, 6, 10, and 5. So Annie. Yes, we'll take it. We want Annie to get hit after all. She's my tank. So, move and attack. No need to move. Speed 2. Hitting on 3. Plus all of Annie's evasion. Let's see. 4. Alright, 7s are better. And if I get a hit, it's 2 damage. And after that, ooh, yep, You get chomped if you're terrified. I hate this card. Alright, so that's a miss. That's a hit. So, Annie, would you like to get hit? You're not she's not terrified, so she's not going to get auto-chomped. So, really don't want to take 2 damage. But she's the one with armor. And I'd rather use my survival to dodge roly-poly stuff, or dash, whatever. So she's going to take it. She's going to take 2 damage to the hands, to the arm location, which she's already taken a hit. She's already taken a hit to the arm. So that gets her a light wound. So not the worst. And I hope I'm keeping the overlay up to date along with my sheets. All right, so next Annie's gonna get that. Good guy turn. Good guy. Come on, guys. Let's make some. Let's put some points up here. Should I have Elvira go? Yeah, I just wish we had Surge. Really do. All right. I'm gonna have her go first. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Puts the Croc within 4. She's rolling 4 dice. She's hitting on 9, 8, 7, 6. 5s are better. 5s are better. That's 3 hits. No perfects this time, so we don't get any more accuracy. And we don't get any traps. We do not care about Vazos or Super Dense. Her weapon does not honed. Alright, she gets +1 luck for her Fish of Abundance. She is at 2 strength of a weapon and 2 strength innate, so she's got +4 to these rolls. And I think we're going to go after this one first. So this one, no negative stuff. Potentially get a resource and potentially get some resistant injuries. Wouldn't that be nice? 8, so not enough. We needed a 9 to do a crit. But it's a wound. It's a wound, and we like those just as much. Alright, what's next? Which one's next? Oh, he rolls. So this one has a crit option. This one does not. And he's going to roll on a failure. And he's going to roll to the right, which is going to cause Norman to get hit. So honestly, just in case. Actually, yeah, let's do this one anyway. All right. 2. It's a miss. Yeah, there's no way, right? 2 plus 2 plus, yeah, 6. I needed a 9. All right, so probably should have done that backwards. That's okay. So this one is a reflex. Happens no matter what on a wound or miss. He's going to full move the monster. Full move the monster to the left. Okay. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And anybody that collides gets hit. Nobody gets hit. All right. I'm gonna move. Oh, she already moved. That was hers. All right. Now let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to swing with our reach weapon, which is why I can stand so far away. This is 2 dice. This is Nancy. 2 dice hitting on 6. 5s are better. Hitting on 5s are better. Hey, all right. 2. And remember, if any of these are vasodilated or super dense or whatever, okay, Aziz, I'm gonna do something to you if you keep auto-focusing poorly. Oh, ruh-roh. Alright, so my sword loses its honed edge. That's not fun. Alright, so I am strengthless. I get 1 strength to this roll for being innate. Let's see. Let's not full move to the right. Or full move to the left. Let's full move back to the... Let's go back. So we're gonna do this one. If it's in the discard pile. Do I have that in the discard pile? It is not in the discard pile. So 99 figure spine is not in the discard pile or in play. Place it on top of the hit location deck. So if it is, put it on. Otherwise, ignore. All right, I'm going to do. Screw it. I'll do this one first, right? If 1, 2, no, I don't want it to go out of the group, so I'm gonna hit this one first. She's gonna do it anyway. 7. That is enough, right? 7, 8. Oh no, wait, is it 9? Nope, that's a big fat nothing burger. Actually, does my honed edge lose its sharpness after the wound, or does it lose it right as it hits? Because if I lose it after, then it will work. Honed gear rule. The gear has X strength after successfully wounding a super dense. So it's not even hitting. So 5 XP already. All right. So I have to wound in order for my honed edge to go away, which I think I just did now. So 2, 7, 8, 9. Yep. All right. So 10. So that is a wound. And now I've lost my honed edge. I'm going to put a little token on there so I can remember. All right, now, as a reaction to that hit, with monster rolls without turning to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look at that. Right back where he was, in perfect position for me. It's like I planned it that way. All right. So that was Nancy's turn. Elvira's gone. We now have Norman. Norman, get behind and whoop it in the butt. 2, 3, 4. Norman's hitting with that amazing Butcher Cleaver. 2 dice. Hitting on 5 from behind, so that's 4 with 2 accuracy. 2s or better. I like this. Of course. Of course. So, 1 hit. Blushing, bulging neck. So, vasodilated, so super dense, don't care with my axe. Failure moves 2 spaces forward, which I will not like, but I can dash away. But I don't fail. I wound. And on wounding, this gets archived, and I put in as a dilated one or a coagulated one. This one is needing to be hit from the right side. All right. Well, oh, I've been forgetting something. I'm not going to tell you what I've forgotten. Maybe you'll figure it out in the comments. Oh my gosh, I'm going to get hurt. I'm going to get totally 5 XP'd on that one. Oh dear. All right, so now, Annie, you okay? She's gonna whoop on him with the hammer. You know, that's the punishment for me knowing that I've made a mistake with the rules earlier. Okay, I'll just tell you. I forgot about these tokens. My speed and damage tokens for the level 2 guy. So I probably would have been hit 2 more times. Which, not the worst thing. I definitely would have been able to avoid some of that damage. But, help me out, guys. So the monster gets an extra speed and extra damage. Gotta remember who I am. Alright, so she got absolutely nothing. She needed to hit on 7 6s, and she got a 1 and a 2. I kind of want her to move back in front, but we're just gonna see what happens. Oh, Elvira's now ticking at 3. Oh man, 8 wounds in 2 rounds. I think Elvira might be kicking the bucket here, guys. Uh-oh. Look at the card we got. Whipping and slamming. It's not good. So this is a repeat card. It keeps... a gift that keeps on giving. Alright, so place a token on this card. Move the monster so that the target, which is the closest survivor. So we're going to give that to Annie, who gets an insanity for that, for being targeted. Annie gets an insanity. And this attack gains +1 speed and 1 damage for each token on it. So right now it's at 2 and 2. It's now at 3 and 3 for the level. And it will get a bleed and knockback. So, oh boy. So 3s hitting on 7s or better. That's 1. 1 hit. And I know what Annie's going to do. So it's supposed to spin around like that. Oh, first is actually so... well, I know I'm supposed to do this backwards. Whoops. But I already called Annie as the target. So Annie's going to dodge that. I'm going to use one of those. And I think Norman is going to dash out of that. Yeah, Norman's just going to dash out of that. So I don't really have to make a mistake. Norman's at 2. We'll just have him move there. Alright, all is right in the world. But that is on top with the token. Our turn. Oh boy. You know what? I think I'm going to have... Oh. We've got this one. So I've got to be to the right of it. So, let's just go ahead and have Annie go. Annie's rolling 2. Again, hitting on 6s. That's 1. She got 1. All right, here we go. So we get +3 to wound. We fail, he does basic action. See what I see? I see a crit. That is fantastic. All right, critical wound. Your attack slides right into the monster's vulnerable gill, damaging its breathing and blood filtering abilities. It gains -1 accuracy token. Woo. And gain 1 random monster resource. We're farming this bad boy today. All right. What do we get? Crimson bone. Getting a lot of bones, though. Hot dog. All right, that is a wound, which means whooping goes away. Or whipping. Whipping, whatever. Whooping. All right. And I'd love to surge and keep going. I cannot. I think I'm going to have Elvira go next. She's throwing 4 dice. Hitting on, let's see, 9, 8, 7, 6 5s or better. And that's a perfect hit. That's another accuracy token. And another insanity. Oh, I'd be going insane too if I had 2 rounds to live. So 1, 2 hits. 2 hits. And this is with a very low strength weapon. And we don't care about the dense location with this thing. So let's see what we got. Oh boy. So this one's going to make it move to the right, which is down on the screen. And this one is reflex. The monster flips upside down, his fingers moving 2 spaces forward would not be bad. And it would get out of range. So I think I'd rather... Oh dear. Now, this is a dense because of the monster trait. So I get my... Oh, never mind. That's the wrong person. So I'm literally sitting on +4 on this. This is going to be tough, I think. So I need to roll 5s or better. Oh, which one? I wouldn't mind that pale fin, but it's going to go out of... No, it won't. No, let's do this one then. Because the reflex will not take it out of range. For some reason I was thinking Annie was hitting, but it's actually this person. That's convenient. Look at that. Overlay on top of my board like that. So we're going pale fin. Is this magic? This is the don't call your crits magic. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Look at that. So the crit is, the monster looks at its ruined fin. Its many irises spinning with hatred. Gain the priority target token. Alright. And discard a mood in play. No! No, that's 1 more hit point. If you are the sole target of the next AI, you may embrace the monster's hatred. If you do, you are doomed for the attack and gain +1 permanent strength. What's the point? You're going to die anyway. Alright, so I'm going to keep this one out on the board for the next target. Alright. And that was our reflex gets canceled on a crit. So now we're just rolling for this one. Hey, highs and lows, highs and lows. The dice are swinging. So this is a failure. And he's going to roll to the right, full move. And Annie is going to dash out of the way, I think. So I'd rather not take monster level +1 damage to someplace. So, alright. That was Annie's last survival. Actually, I'm gonna go this way. And it's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not good either. Yeah, I know. I've had quite a few crits today. I'm very, very pleased. Can't be unhappy about that. Actually, why did I move there? He's gonna come get me. I'll move there. I don't want to be synced. Oh. All right, well, that was blue. Green hasn't gone. He's gonna have to dash out. All right, green. Norman spending a survival, dashing away all. So he's 1 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on, smack that croc. 2 hits with his butcher cleaver. We got the wrinkled gums and blushing foot knuckles. Let's see. What do we got here? We got a failure. The attacker suffers frenzy, which I don't really want to do right now. Monster rolls full move to the left. Oh, and he just dashed. Oh dear. Well, let's go for the crit first. Well, that's a failure. He's not gonna fail. Oh, son of a... Aziz, focus! Okay, whoo. Alright, so he didn't fail. Alright, so I don't get that. I do get the wound. I get the wound. And this one turns into this one. So it's on the right side. I am not going to hit that this round. All right, now we got this one. 6. It's also not a failure. Hot stinking dog. All right. Let's go, big money. Big money. No whammies. Of course, we can't tell if we got a whammy. Whatever. Yeah, Elvira will get another insanity because she's the target of the next attack. However, can Nancy get there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. And that is with her last. It's with her last survival. She's trying to get that hit in. And I did lose my honed. Oh, man. Or should I move there instead of there? Oh, dearie me. Oh, fine. I know I'm going to get stomped on, but I'm using my obsession daggers. So rolling 3. Oh, that's so bad. And no accuracy. That is a big triple miss. All right. Well, gonna get knocked down. But there are worse things. All right, AI first, though. Oh no, Elvira gets ticked. Up to 4. Crimson Snap. Nobody's terrified. That's a good thing. Threat with least insanity and range. It doesn't matter because Elvira is number 1. Can't dash. Norman can dash, but I don't know if I want to. Actually, yeah, Norman does. Norman's gonna dash out of the way using his last. And then the monster, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. You've been targeted. And it's at 2, 3. No one's terrified. So just 3 dice. 3 dice hitting on 3. Oh, this is Elvira. Hitting on 4s or better. 3 hitting on 4s or better. That would be 3 hits. And this is also 3 damage each. So each one of these is going to be a severe injury. And she does have all the survival in the world. So she's going to take that one, and she's going to take that one. And she's going to get knocked down. She's going to lose all her accuracy tokens. And she's going to flip her Fish of Abundance token. All right. She's going to dodge that. There's no way she's going to survive. There's no way she's going to survive. All right, she takes 3 damage. She's not terrified. So let's see. She takes 3 damage to the waist, which puts her at a heavy. She takes 3 to the arms, which gives her a severe. All right. Here comes the severe. On the arms. So that's dismemberment. 4, dismembered arm. First, cannot use 2-handed weapons. And 1 bleed. That's it, 1 bleed. Oh, Elvira. Oh, Elvira, I'm so sorry. Dismembered arm. Oof. Oof. There's no permanent, it's just, yeah. No, it's just the strength one, right? Cannot use two-handed weapons. Okay, so two-handed weapons. And she's knocked down, so her luck token gets flipped, and I think she loses. When knocked down, remove your accuracy tokens. So bye-bye accuracy tokens. Oh my goodness. Ace. Well, from my perspective, it's a congratulation. Other people might not share that same sentiment, but for me, heartfelt congratulations. Yeah, welcome. Welcome to check it out. Yeah, get your name in the hat. I know what's up. Yeah, you got better stuff to do, man. Now you got your name in the hat. Get out of here. Go do wedding stuff. And congrats again. All right, let's see. I've totally lost my train of thought, Ace, now. All right, monster. Monster hurt me. Now, I was the sole target. If I'm a sole target, the next time you may embrace the monster's hatred. If you do, you are doomed. Oh, I would have to suffer that severe chest injury to get one permanent strength. I really don't think that's worth it, so I'm not gonna do that. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. All right, our turn. Let's get dangerous. All right, I've got Nancy over here with the dagger is going to go straight in and try to get that coagulated hit area. Come on. That's at least one. Her accuracy's 1. So 6-5. Sitting on 5s. That's 2. All right, here we go. I am doing this one first. So we've got the Sparkling Heart. So there's a reflex on this, an automatic reflex, unless I crit. Chest fingers opens seductively. I don't know what that looks like. To reveal an 8-chambered heart, its octuple beat transfixes you. Gain immortal. Perform basic action targeting the attacker. Okay. So if I crit, I get some things. You crush them, they die. Okay. That could be nice. We got this one, which is failure. Let's see, all adjacent survivors suffer brain damage equal to the number of bleed tokens. Oh, that would be 2. And only one of them, I think, is bleeding right now. That's Elvira. So I'm gonna go after this this blushing back first. Alright, I've got 3 from the weapon, 1 from myself. So this plus 4. Hey, 5 plus 4, that is a wound. It's a wound. And then we grabbed this sucker, so from the front. Alright, so we like wounds. Almost there. Now we got this bad boy. Come on, baby. Man, did you see that? Oh, 2. Plus that is a big friggin' miss. Oh, I hate missing on this kind of thing. Reflex. Gain immortal. Nancy the Immortal. Who's gotten 3 disorders this fight alone. So what's the next thing? Immortal and basic attack. What is the basic attack? We haven't seen that yet from you this round. We got 3, rolling 3, hitting on 3, 4. 4s are better, huh? Oh dear. And you can't run away fast enough. So we're doing 3 on this guy. Okay. 3 towards Nancy. Oh my gosh. It's 3 misses. Way to go, Nancy. Don't even have to dip, dive, or anything. That's amazing. And that twisting of the monster means that I can bring in one of these 2 guys and hit them right here for this hit location. I am digging it. All right, so green, Norman. Let's go, Norm. He's using his Butcher Cleaver. Hitting on all of that. Wish I only hit on one of that. Alright, well, all survivors are doomed. Norman gets himself a pair of really nice cards. You know what those are. The Terrified and Death Count. And then the monster giggles and runs away. From all, which way would he want to go? He's gonna go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What a jerk. What a jerk. It's shuffle time. I knew it was coming. I knew that trap was coming. I worked quite a bit through that deck for that. Kind of figured as much. But that was a good run. That was a good run. But, oh, and hey, check that out. Check that out. Crimson Snap is already in the discard. Ooh. Somebody's not going to get chomped immediately. And auto die. That is also a win. Things are looking up for the settlement of Santa Clara, and I just jinxed that ever-living piss out of it. It's what I do. It's my job. What I do. It's what I do. It's what I do. Alright, I think that's sufficiently shuffled. Alright. Oh boy. Who hasn't gone? Annie hasn't gone. Elvira has not gone. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Elvira's got to move. Right there should be fine. She just needs to be 4 away. Now she's at -1 luck now. So that because of that token. And she's back to hitting on 9 8s or better. Right? Nope, plus the lantern, so 7s are better. She's back to hitting 7s or better. It's an ask, it's a tough ask. But it's 1. But no perfect hits. That's the thing we need. We need that perfect hit in order to bring that target number down. Alright. Vasodilated again, we don't care if it's not a fragile weapon. Alright, on a failure, it's gonna move right or left, it doesn't matter. Nobody's there. Alright. Let's do it. 7? Oh, 7? Plus 2 from the weapon and 2 from her innate is a wound. Oh my gosh. It's a happening. This girl knows what's up. Unfortunately, that means... Oh. I must not have clicked there. We're on the last 2 now. Dun, 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 dun. But that means he's Crimson Snapping, so somebody needs to unterrify themselves. Oh god. Or run the hell away. Oh, he's got nothing left. Ah! Alright, Norman has a chance of dying here. Alright. Well, let's just not let that happen. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfection. And she's rolling 2 on her 6+ to hit. Let's just pick this other die. It's 1. Dang it, I needed 2. But, more importantly, we have a chance with +3 here. So she's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. +7 here. Okay, +6, 7. That's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Oh my god, my kids are gonna hate me for that. Alright, it's a wound. Bye-bye, Crimson Snap. What happens on a wound here? The monster slams its head into the ground. Repeatedly, all adjacent survivors get whipped and suffer 1 hit for 2 damage. To the hands. Oh, that is really not what Annie wanted. So Annie has no armor on the hands. And that is gonna be for Annie severe injury. Ruh-roh. Uh-oh. A 9. A 9 to the arms is dislocated shoulder. You cannot activate two-handed, paired, or use block. And it's a bleed. You know what? That doesn't impact us too much, does it? Alright, but I have no surges available. So it's the monster's turn. Oh wait, guess who dies? Elvira. Oh, poor Elvira. Elvira gets exploded from death count. Oh no. When there are 5+ tokens, your heart bursts, killing you instantly. Oh, Elvira, you will be missed. Oh, I just needed to do 2 damage. I just needed to do 2 damage. Oh, and I would have killed it. Instead, it lasted another round. Oh man, that is a bummer. It's a bummer. I would have saved Elvira. Alright, so it's going to... Oh, mother bitch. Oh, this is so bad. This is so bad. Two, 3, 4, 5. Hi, Norman. Oh my gosh. We really hurt ourselves this one. Alright, well, we really need to not roll high here. So Norman's got 3 evasion, so he's hitting on 6s or better. No, with -1 accuracy, that is 7s or better. Oh dear. Okay, so if he gets hit at all, he has no survival. He cannot dodge. He's terrified. He will get chomped, right? Yep. He will be devoured whole. Oh, boss, say it! Norman has been devoured whole. Oh my gosh. This has gone from bad to worse. Our turn. And that just happened, so Nancy's gonna have to use... No, she's got nothing. Alright, Nancy. It's up to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. Just right there. Nancy. Final girl. Well, not final girl. Annie's still alive, but she's on her ground. On the ground. Final girl over here. Rolling 3 dice. With her dagger. Wow. Okay. 3 hits, including 2 perfects. I guess I gotta pick my poison here. There's a parry. That's gotta be a crit. Otherwise it fails and disarms me. We've got... Pelcloca. You strike the monster. Okay, there's nothing bad there. Well, I think we're gonna be going after that. Alright, let's do it. Alright, monster dies. Monster dies. Oh my gosh. It's not, we shouldn't even be doing that one. It should be golf clap. It should be golf clap, just like a... Oh, that one hurts so bad, guys. That one hurts so bad. 2 deaths on the last round when I could have ended it earlier. Alright, I need to go turn on the shower and, I don't know, fetal position. Turn on the crying game. And watch this one off. I need to wash this one off. Alright, well, taking my break. Ponder. Refocus. I'll be back. All right, so let's review that chaos for like Blue Knives or anybody else that was coming back. So Norman, I don't know, he had one of those moments where what, he got the trap? Is that what it was, I think? Got the trap, became terrified, and had the death count. Had already used his dash that round to get close to attack. Then, let's see, I think it was Nancy got one hit on it to get it down to its basic. So it got rid of the, whatever, that Crimson Snap, that is the one that bites you, and if you're terrified, you die. I was like, yay, we got rid of that. And I totally forgot that the basic action was if you bite and you're terrified, you're dead. So, what is it? Annie went up to smack it with the hammer, rolled a 1. Just needed that 1 wound. So, that's too bad. He was our axe specialist, or, well, he was not a specialist. But he's the one that plunged his axe into the monster earlier in the fight and triggered murder for this next settlement phase. So our murderer is now gone, but we're in luck because Mike Myers is still in the settlement, and he's got that taste for blood with marrow hunger, so you know he's going to be murdering somebody. Oh my gosh, this is so bad. All right, so then Elvira, poor Elvira. You know, if there was a book. Yeah, so he got to do the basic one more time. I just basically, I just needed one extra hit somewhere in the fight. Oh well, whatever. That's too bad. I really liked Norman and Elvira. They had a lot of bonus and innate ones, and poor Elvira. Like if somebody had to write a book about her life, boy, you'd need a box of tissues. She just had a rough one. Kidnapped by spiders. Got her arm ripped off and her heart exploded. Get out of here. Alright. Good news is they didn't walk off into the sunset. They died. We can harvest their organs. Hey, guess what? We got the light at the end of the tunnel. I got the silver lining. So for Elvira, oh, skin the witch. And for Norman, oh god, it's creepy. All right, well, anyway, got 2 of those, but it was not a bad resource fight. Oh, we never did get that, but that wouldn't have helped. That doesn't give me survival. All right, we got the blood diamond tier. We got pale fingers. We got quite a bit of stuff for the 2 people that are left alive to do something with. So I only get 2 endeavors. Oh dear. That ain't no fun. That's no fun. Let's see. So, showdown rewards. We get, for level 2, we get 2 hunt XP. So Annie will most definitely age up. So that's nice. Weapon proficiency, but don't have one. And Nancy will definitely age up. And none of them have that axe proficiency from the butcher, so that's too bad. Darny darn. Then we get 5 basic, 6 crimson, and an optic noive. So 6 crimson resources. Yeah, well, we did get the 1 survivor from... What was that one? There was a hunt. Yeah, there was a hunt. And we picked up Barbara, right? From Night of the Living Dead, Final Girl. So we did get 1, so we're only Delta -1. Which, and not the best either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, what do we get? We got a tiny ear, organ hide. We got another bone. Oh, hey, pale flesh. Flat vein with organ. Pale flesh. And more fingers. We got a couple of those. 2 fingers. 2 flesh. Ear. 2 bone. And 5 basics. We should be able to come out of this one better than we, I think, previous. I mean, the 2 endeavors is what's going to hurt us the most. So no, we don't get a tinkerer. We have no tinkerers coming back. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, look at that. Perfect hide. Monster hide. Hey, you get a perfect Oregon. A hide and a question. Not bad. Not bad. Heck, man, I don't want to go. I'm not going to say anything. Not going to say anything. I'm going to do what you think I'm going to do. And flip out, man. But that's a lot of hide. That's a lot of hide. Kitty, kitty, kitty. All right, anything else? All right, optic nerve. All right, so if the settlement has barber surgeon, you may undergo procedure there. Archive this, roll a d10. Add plus 40 roll if there's a silk surgeon. On a 6+, the surgeon swaps your optic nerve. Cure the blind severe head injury. We have a blind guy, don't we? Don't we have blind? I feel like we've got blind. Feel like somebody's blind. Yes, it's Kirsty, our monster claw person. So we do have a blind person. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a very interesting settlement because we're going to lose another person to murder. And please remind yourselves, this is a chill stream. I love it if you talk, hang out, but we're just chilling. We're just hanging out. We're not going for speed or anything like that. No world records to be had here. All right. Let's get this out as a reminder. So, heal, returning survivors, and since I don't update their main sheet, all I got to do is update them from what they had here. So Annie came back with 1 survival and 6 insanity. No permanent injuries. Nancy came back with no survival. No survivor. And 6 insanity again. And she also came back with immortal, phobophobia, and secretive. So she has to skip the hunt. Or skip the next hunt, which is... whatever. There are worse here. This is skip Lantern Year 7. Alright. And we had 2 death. We'll get to there. Gain endeavors. 2 endeavors. Update timeline. We are on Lantern Year 7 now. We have Acid Storm and no stories. So we had Acid Storm and murder. Oh, good gravy. Well, I mean, I guess we could do Acid Storm first. Air tastes sour and burns the survivor's cracked lips. Sky cracks in great flashes, revealing sparkling or spiraling black clouds. Finally opens, dousing everything in acid rain. Roll a d10. Each returning survivor must archive a gear card of their choice. Hopefully they have stone noses. 7. Alright, that doesn't seem too bad. Some of the debris around the settlement becomes usable due to strange effects of the storm. Add 1 scrap to the settlement storage. Okay. Alright, but we have some bad stuff here. Let's read that. So, let me add that. Scrap. I don't see scrap. So, scrap. Alright. Bad stuff, though. No music. Add 2 to art. We don't have nightmare training. We don't have cooking. And so really, I don't know, what do we have? Settlement innovation-wise. Let's see, that's other... Novel. That's music. So we can't do drums. So no drums. Which is too bad, because I think we just got that one. We can't get ourselves insanity, survival, or synchronized fight. But with 2 endeavors, we're probably not going to be doing that anyway. Right? Alright, so that's that one. Oh boy, here comes the big one. Murder, death, kill. Someone in the settlement has been murdered. The survivor with the highest hunt XP is the victim. I have to figure that one out. Annie and Nancy have 3. Michael has 2. Are you kidding me? One of my returning survivors is getting murdered. Alright, well. I guess it's a tie, so what's I guess it doesn't matter? So, alright guys. Annie or Nancy? So, I'm gonna have to say... Oh, 5 XP, seriously? Look at that. Annie had a +1 speed the whole time, and I wasn't rolling. That could have saved him. Well, no, wouldn't have. Alright, so guess what? Nancy, it was nice knowing you. You have to skip the next hunt anyway. You're secretive, you're phobia, you're immortal. It wasn't gonna work out between us, girl. Sorry. Gotta let you go. Get out of here. Alright. Oh my gosh. This list of names is getting bad. So Norman died. Elvira died. Nancy died. Well, we get a random resource for a broken lantern. All right. Good gravy. This is not looking good. This is not looking good. So that is 3 more on the death count. All right, so we know who did it. Of course we know who did it. Mikey did it. All right. We don't have any of these, so we're back to the no society principle. Oh my god, please don't kill Mikey. So, we're rolling. See what happens here. All right, this is on Mikey. Mikey's over there going, what do you want me to do? Come on, game. Does anybody have a reroll? Does anybody want to buy a reroll on this one? Otherwise, Mikey bites it. All right. So does anybody have a reroll out there to save poor Mikey from Mike Myers from certain doom? Anybody out there, kind soul? Or are we letting him die? We letting him die? You know, I'll put on the Well, not the feud, but the Jeopardy music. I should get the Jeopardy music on my my device. Anybody want to buy? I think it's 1,000 XP to get a reroll. Otherwise, Mikey bites it. All right. All right, Mikey's biting it. Oh. So let's see. Mike was. He had last man standing. He had 4 courage, was a matchmaker with marrow hunger. But you know what? He's gone. And we get a monster organ. I don't know about you, but that is an ass load of resources. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Mike Myers. Gone. Our death count is through the stinking roof. This Twitch and YouTube series will be very short-lived. That is a lot of dead people. Very thematic, wouldn't you say? How many people have died from murder and other things like that? That's fantastic. It's fantastic. All right. Let's see. Gain endeavors. Update timeline. We've done our story events. Update death count with 4 people. This phase. 4 people! Check milestones. Well, geez. Geez, Rick. Ain't nobody left except for Annie. Absolute final girl now. So she's aged. Let's read it. I can't believe so many people died this round. Oh my gosh, that hurts so bad. Age is right after Hunt. All right, what do we got here? All right, Annie. 2 dice. 10. That's right in the middle. Random fighting art. Glass mask. Okay. So this one is a croc fighting art. When you depart, you lightly cut your ears, rub blood all over your face, and wait for it to dry. Gain 3 insanity. Nice. If you have face painting, you create a seal between your glass mask and your armor. Gain an additional 3 insanity. So we do not have face painting, I think. Where's my little list here? Yeah, we have paint, but not face painting yet. All right, glass mask for Annie. If you saw what she saw so far in her life, you'd be rubbing, you'd be cutting yourself too, probably. Glass mask. That depart. Plus 3 insanity. All right. And I think we're going to give her a hammer, right? No, I don't know, actually. I do like the girls to have fist and tooth if possible. She's got red fist. I think that's only thematic. Fist and tooth. All right, for her from now on. Do we have any other milestones? I don't think so. Time to develop 2 endeavors. Let's see. We could roll drafting table. We could roll silk refine. I don't even think we have any silk. What do we have? What do we have? We do have thick web silk, but no, I do not think we have any reason to do silk refine. Could partnership, except we're going to innovate, so we're not going to do that. Can't do drums because acid storm. So that's it, man. Literally, our only options are drafting table. However, we're going to matchmake. I mean, I don't see how we could do anything else. We've got to get more survivors. What are we at right now? What? Chucky can't be the only guy left. No way. Oh, man. We got Christy, Clarice, Chucky, Alice, Barbara, Annie. All right, we are matchmaking, hoping for a boy. All right, that's one. Chucky, last man standing. Pick your flavor. Pick your favorite flavor. How about Barbara, the new girl? She doesn't know who you are yet. Chucky and Barbara. Bow chicka wow wow. We're gonna do Chucky, Barbara. Do I have any rerolls or anything that would help with this? Right, I mean, we get the once per lifetime reroll, which probably haven't been using at all. Whoops. Yeah, whatever. Don't need it. All right. Once per lifetime roll. Here it comes. 5 and a 4. 5 and a 4 is okay, right? Yeah, 5 and a 4 is fine. I don't need to do anything. That's +1 population. Yay! Now what? All right. This is another poll for the audience here. We've got Leatherface, Pinhead, Candyman, Patrick, Jack, Damien, Herbert, Hannibal, Billy from Black Christmas, Sam from Trick or Treat, Seth from The Fly, Martin from Martin, Henry or Victor from Frankenstein. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm thinking Damien from The Omen, right? Any objections? All right. I see no objections to Damien from The Omen. 1 survival. He gets the trips bonuses from being born in the settlement. Good luck here, pal. My gosh, this is rough. Oh my gosh. So 2 guys and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 girls. Oh boy. I don't think I'll be sending 2 guys out at a time, just in case. Okay. What was the next thing? We had one more endeavor, and that was to innovate. All right. Choose the generic ones here. We got an organ, hide, and a bone. Gone. Innovating. What do we want? We want surge, right? We want something good here. Oh, big money, no whammies. Here come them whammies. Symposium? Okay. And pictograph. Pictograph and symposium. Now, if we get symposium, that can work our way towards nightmare training and storytelling. And if we do pictograph, that jumps to pottery, I believe. I think this is probably a pretty obvious one for me, though. Survival limit. Yeah, and being able to draw 4. I think that's probably what I'm doing. Any objections? Gavel has been struck. Symposium. Symposium is it. I gotta grab nightmare training and storytelling. Not too bad. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, definitely. What am I missing? Nightmare training and storytelling. I know. That surge is hurting. But Symposium should spare it up. Or speed it up, excuse me. That's yeah. Surge is hurting. No, sir. I definitely would have cleaned that stinking Crocs. I mean, just absolutely fleeced him if I had Surge, but whatever. All right. So in our innovation deck, we have Forbidden Dance, Sculpture, Face Painting, Inner Lantern, which is what we want, Song of the Brave, Family, Bed, Pictograph, Nightmare Training, Storytelling. So next time, we're going to get that. But we do get +1 on the survival limit. We'll take it. That puts us back up to 6. All right, now we have no storybook, no specific quarry or nemesis monster this year. So we literally can have some fun with this as far as what we're going to make and what to do with all of these resources. I mean, holy smokes. So we don't have the Barber Surgeon yet. We've got the Lantern Horde. We still can't make the Bonesmith because we ran out of endeavors. We can't make the Barber Surgeon because we ran out of endeavors. So that's a bummer. That's a big bummer. Really was hoping we'd get that Barber Surgeon, but we had no choice. Let's see. No Bonesmith. So we have the Crimson Croc, the Skinnery, the Silk Mill, and the Organ Grinder to build off of. Now, I'm looking at this. I know we needed a... What was it? What was the item that we needed to connect? Oh, the Bitter Beast Cloak. So if you look at this one, we're looking for that. We're looking for that green up. Do we have, what's a green up item that we have? Let's see. The green ring from the Silk Mill, but we needed the legless ball. So that's not going to happen. We could do silk boots from the Silk Mill, but we don't have the large appendage. Fantastic. Nothing from Organ Grinder has a green up. The Crimson Guard gloves. 1 pale flesh and 1 organ. That could work. That could work well. We didn't get any vein glass again, which I don't know how that's possible. But we did get the irregular optic nerve, and we have a crimson bone. So to me, that's the crimson bow. That's this one. This one's pretty nice. Honestly, I don't know what's coming up next. I think we have enough resources to make the amber poleaxe, the crimson bow, and complete the second set of rawhide. So I could do a level 2 spider or another level 2 croc. Honestly though, the croc's been so brutal with our survivors. Just that terrified's been killing us. I would rather do a level 2 spider, but I don't know. I don't know. Probably a level 2 spider just because I can't stand the sight of this dang croc anymore. It's just a hungry son of a gun. Let's see. Let's go ahead and spend 2 monster hide, and we'll get the last bits of that rawhide set. I'd like to get 2 full rawhides. That's a good place to be. Pants and boots. Pants and boots and pants and boots. There's that. What did I need for the amber poleaxe? 2 bone, an organ, and a venom sac. I'm pretty sure Blue Knives, you kept the pieces we needed for that. Venom sac. Yep, there we go. So we just need 2 bone, which I hope we have somewhere. We got 1 bone there and 1 bone there. And an organ. And the venom sac. There we go. So we got an amber poleaxe now. So these are gone. Amber poleaxe is the crimson, or the spider one. With reach 2. I like this one a lot. This one is when a monster collides with you, roll a d10 on a 6-plex, automatic wound, and it's got reach. So, of course, this is not really great with spiders, but it's really amazing with crocs. And it is a spear, so trap potential. So, and what I mean by that, for if you were not familiar, how about that? Spear proficiency allows you to, if you poke it with a spear and you pull the trap, you have a chance to roll high to remove the trap and pull a different location. So basically negates a trap. So poking it with spears, usually a good thing. That's the is it dead? All right, I think we're gonna grab the bow with the crimson bone and an optic noive. I do believe that was one of the other choices that we were gonna make. Crimson Croc, bow. And that's this one. This was gain strength and deadly attacking from facing. Not bad. With range 5. And most bows are cumbersome. So that means you have to spend both a move and an activation at the same time in order to fire it. So you can dash to move where you want and then use your, a movement and an activation to fire it. So having dash definitely helps with that. So getting stronger here, people. This is good. We still have quite a bit of stuff here. And that's this is including the stuff in our resource list here. Because in our storage, we have a perfect organ, perfect bone, perfect hide, 2 iron, 1 scrap, spinnerets, immortal tongue, and thick web silk. So, not bad. Aziz, focus! Seriously, Aziz. Killing me, Smalls. There. 1 more mark for Aziz. Alright, what do we got here? We got a scrap. This is a strange resource. The blood diamond tier. What does that do? What is that for? Anything? Am I missing it? Am I missing it? I don't see it. Unless it's for something else. Yeah, I'm just not seeing it. Alright. Well, if you know what that thing's for, let me know. Again, next year we hunt whatever we want, so honestly, it's looking very crocky, isn't it? With that pole and the bow. Yeah, I do believe we're probably going back to the croc. Alright, what else we got? We got 1 hide. These pale fingers are worth bones and hide. Pale flesh are just hide. Tiny ear is organ and hide. Perfect hide, perfect organ. I feel like that's quite a bit of stuff. Let's play around with this. What do we got pale fingers for? Pale fingers and scrap. We could get finger darts. Everybody have ranged weapon. So that's this one. So 2 dice hitting on 7s or better with a blue and a green affinity. If you tie both of those together, you can have a consume action, which devour the scum from under a fingernail. Gross. To gain monster level insanity. So a way to get insanity without having terrain is always good. So that's that one. Let's see. I don't have glass, don't have glass, don't have glass. Don't have bloodstool. Already did that one. Don't have the immortal eye. Don't have nails. We do have another tongue, but no glass. We have no crimson bone, although we can reuse a crimson bone from something else if we wanted to make another hammer, because we could use the pale fingers instead. That's pretty much it, unless we wanted to start making some of this. And I think we're going to have to do this to get the bitter beast cloak activated, because the next time we face off against the butcher, we're going to want to have our tank have that bitter beast cloak on. It will make a difference. So, and that Crimson Guard, which is the thing I'm talking about, the arms from that is this one. So 2 with a green up and a red left. When you depart, you get a bleed token automatically, but that gives you an extra arm location. And more importantly, that vertical green, which we need to trigger. So that's that, but I want to look at my fun beta content. I love my beta content. So let's see. Need leather, need ammonia, need leather, need barber surgeon. We need leather, need an endeavor. I don't think we're going to get much of this. Need 2 iron, leather, no. Venom sac from level 3, no. 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 What about this one? The tabard. That one's not going to help us right now. We don't have enough people to get to that. Let's see, Endeavor. Ooh, it's not looking so good, is it? And all these take Endeavors. Oof, yep, no beta content. No apprentice this year. We did not get any Acanthus. We could get a monster tooth necklace. That one. That's on this one. We do have heat, and we have a scrap, and we have a bone. And the monster tooth necklace, if you haven't seen that one before, looks like this. So you gain a strength, which is important to wound. Aziz, focus. And then if you connect two red affinities, oh my gosh, seriously, I'm gonna have to automatic focus these cameras, or not automatic focus. So you get another strength. That's obviously important to wound. You need that to wound. So that's a cheap one we could do. But I'm going to put that away until we figure out what we're doing with armor. I think we need more armor. And that comes into the croc. So we have 2 pale flesh. We have organs, we have bones, we do not have a fin. We have 2 pale flesh. We could get a crimson bone back. Alright, we're going to go ahead and do the Crimson Guard. This one, pale flesh and organ. Pale flesh. Organ. Alright, that gets us the gloves. Let's see. What is next? We have a waist. But if we get the Crimson Folds, then it takes 1 more bleed to kill us. So that bleed that we get from the hands will basically get negated. Let's just get everything we can. We only have 1 more pale flesh. Can't do this one. So we can do this one. Or this one. What do you think? Feet? Let's do feet. So that's pale flesh and bone. 2 more crockies go bye-bye. And let's go ahead and do scrap and bone. So scrap and bone. That gets us our monster tooth necklace. I'm in no hurry, so just relaxing with me. You want to go get yourself some lunch, come back. I'll be here. All right. I think honestly, that's pretty good. That's pretty darn good for what we got, especially for what it do to us, what it does for us. We'll go ahead and put these in storage. Another perfect hide, another perfect organ. Because we're gonna want those for the barber surgeon. Let's go find my pin seal. If I forget something obvious, let me know. We get another perfect organ and a perfect hide. We got that blood diamond tier. And we got a monster hide. And if we can just get endeavors so that we can make stuff, that would be lovely. Like, as in build, not make stuff. You don't need endeavors necessarily to make stuff. All right. What am I missing next? Always missing something. Let's build out this rawhide set. So again, we really want rawhide sets because having a complete armor set, and I can get that and show you. There you go. That's what we're aiming for right there. Having a full set of any armor, and it doesn't need to fit in any specific, pattern, just so it doesn't need to connect in a certain way. You just have to have it all, the whole set in your gear grid, and you'll get those bonuses. And that gets us an additional one. So if the gear gets you one, and you have it in all 5 locations, so that's 5 in 1, or 1 in 5. Then you get another one, 2 all around. But this right here, when you perform a survival action, so dodging, dashing, roll a die on 6+, you get it back, or basically don't spend it. I don't know. However you want to order of operations that, I don't care. So we've got one axe guy. Ooh, and this is going to take a bit. Guess we're going to let our beast cloak guy your throwing dagger guy now. So right here, I have to connect the green. I don't have to connect the red or the other, but I need one more green. Do I have one more green? We might have to get that another time then. So in order for that to activate, I need 2 green and 1 red. I have a bunch of bandages and monster grease and a pole axe, but none of them are connectable. So next time. Still not needing it yet, but next time. Let's see. Let's give the monster tooth necklace to this guy that's throwing these knives, because they were not hitting very often. So right now this guy's got the knives. We're gonna get them the accuracy lantern as well. We're gonna get them the compass, so that when they throw it, they can play with hit locations. They have improved strength by 2 now. So this is looking better. Let's see. Leave that alone for now. Do we have a down blue affinity of any kind? Oh dear. I think the only down affinity, so what I'm looking for is this one right here. this crimson bow. So if we have a blue anywhere and we connect it red on the right, we'll get ourselves +2 in deadly while facing, and it is imperative, in my opinion. So we could throw this one in here, and either bandages or fish of abundance actually probably makes more sense. So putting in our fish of abundance, get ourselves more luck, which means more deadly. I think that makes the most sense for this other guy. And we'll throw some bandages on them as well. Come hither. Yeah, this whole playing Tetris, as I call it. You know, getting yourself all your gear lined up and ready to go for the next fight. Especially when you have one of these settlement phases that has a ton of new gear. So this guy's got reach, range, and luck. Alright. That's a lot. Let's give them bandages. Again, this person's not going to have any armor. They're going to have one cloth. Yeah, this person's going to stay away. So, a range and a reach and some luck and some bandages. That person's just going to be going around the perimeter. So honestly, let's give throwing knives here. Let's give throwing knives that obsession dagger. So they're either throwing a dagger or they're, you know, poking with a dagger. But now we've got two other people here. We've got axes and hammers. This one was excellent last time. And probably could have used a monster necklace, if I'm not lying. That kind of makes me want to switch out the monster tooth necklace. But they would not have enough to trigger it. So, never mind. So, honestly, one person needs to have... Just stick that dagger out. Alright. Amber poleaxe. Alright, so our knife thrower is our spear guy. We have our full set of rawhide with hammer. Our evasion build. We've got a full set of rawhide with an axe. We'll give them a stone nose just to have something else. Another survival. And then this poor soul. You might as well give him a dagger. In case that edge gets, or that honed edge gets broken. And they need something that isn't cumbersome. I don't know. Why not? Just throw it in there. Alright, those are our 4 armor sets. And I do believe I'm probably going to go after a level 2 Croc again. Unless you guys have something else to say. I just feel like that's going to have to be the way. The way of it. I do believe that is going to have to be the way of it. Well, we are out of resources. We are out of endeavors. We've done our murders. All of them. Ay, caramba. Alright, and then I have to basically reset all these guys up. Go read a book. Or help me figure out what kind of fun interactive game or whatever I should be doing during these kind of lulls where there's really not a lot to watch. Just me filling in, sheets, character sheets, and kind of doing all this maintenance-y tasks. I hate for you to just be bored. I want you to do something. I want you to be engaged, have some fun, right? And as a reminder, we are completely out. We are bingo on founding stones. We have used our last one. Ruh-roh, George. Ruh-roh, but I think we're looking good. We've got 2 full rawhides. Got plenty of ranged weapons. Yeah. Yeah, we're better off than we were, you know, the last fight. Get to shuffle all these decks again. Hit location deck never changes, if you're ever wondering. Hit location deck never changes. You're always putting all the hit location cards in the deck and shuffling it. That is always the case. The only deck that changes is the AI deck. It really just makes it so you're never fighting the same battle twice. Because you may have the exact same cards in the AI deck, in the exact same order, but when you do wounds and you pull cards out, the fight becomes different. So, just another reason why I like the game. I love replayability. Don't forget, comment, follow, get yourself entered into the drawing at the end of the day. All right, what do we get? 3 hours? Yeah, we might not be able to make 2 of these. Boy, figure it out. And I'd hate to set up a fight and then get something in the hunt event that says we're doing something different. That's a lot of work. Remember, I keep saying remember. Level 2 Croc gets a legendary. 1 legendary card for the Croc on level 2. Boom. He gets 5 level A cards, alpha cards. And he doesn't get all of them, but he gets 9 beta cards, B class cards, which are his not as awful as A cards, which are not as awful as legendary cards. So we're setting ourselves up for another level 2 Croc fight. And we'll have to set up the hunt board as well. Our hunt was pretty fantastic against that last Croc. But, woof. Once we got to the end of that Croc fight, that hurt a lot. A lot. Those are done. Same exact abilities. Still don't have a scythe or a mining pick. So you don't really get a couple extra automatic placement hunt events. All right, level 2, here we go. Did I shuffle those? Oh, I don't remember. And I can't look at them because all the bags are different. All right. So then we've got blank. Monster. Overwhelming darkness. Monster. Blank. Blank. Monster. Pretty sure he's here. Yep. And we'll fill in from there. And we also have to figure out who the heck is going. Who the heck is going? The pickings are slim. Family, crab family. I'd say our best survivors right now are Clarice. She's got 3 accuracy, 2 strength, 1 evasion. She can... No, she cannot use amber gear and no silk gear. So she won't be our amber poleaxe person. Well, she has that ring of devotion. Or, yeah. She gets the ring of devotion, which is a bunch of blue. Anybody need blue? So Clarice could be a good one. We have Kirsty, which is Monster Claw, Quixotic, and Hoarder. So, man, do we even have a fist and tooth person? We don't necessarily. Who's got all the strength in the monster necklace? That is the amber poleaxe and... You know what? Maybe she'll go. Kirsty will go. Does Annie want to go again? She's my matchmaker. I think I'm going to leave her alone. So Kirsty's gonna go. Clarice is gonna go. Damien or Chucky can go. They're both identical. They are fresh. I don't know. Chucky with the dagger seems funny. Or a cleaver. Let's do Chucky with the cleaver. I don't know. What do you think? Barbara with the bow. Sure. Leaving 3 people. 3 people in the settlement. Oh, good gravy. That is not looking so good. It's not looking good. Tall. All right, I'm going to fill out these sheets. Update the... Actually, can I put this here? Update these sheets, which are my dry erase sheets. Update the overlay, and then we'll get moving on the hunt. Kirsty. Oh, oh, Kirsty is our Blood River baby. She is the lady who we plucked from the river. So she does not have a bunch of the same stuff as the rest of the settlement. She gets 1 accuracy from the lantern. She gets 2 strength from the necklace. She has 1 bleed from the Crimson Guard. So 3 armor to the arms, 1 to the chest, 2 to the feet. And I'll be darned if I took her pants off. So let me put that blood compass on somebody else so she can have a pair of pants. Jeez, Kirsty, put on some drawers. She's gonna get 3 survival out the door. And on arrival, she'll get an insanity and a survival. She's got Quixotic and Hoarder, and a Fist and Tooth gets an accuracy and a strength. Now I've got to remind myself what in the world quixotic is, because man, I am terrible with stinking things. I know it's got insanity things. If you are insane, you gain survival and strength. Well, she's not. She's not insane. She's not even remotely insane. So she won't get that, at least this time. Does anybody have space? All right, Clarice up next. She'll be leaving with, departing with 1, 2. She'll be max at 6 survival, 5 insanity, 2 armor across the board for her full set. She'll get 1 evasion for her lantern, 1 evasion for grease, 1 evasion for rawhide vest. And that's it. That's it. That's awesome. Chucky. He gets 2 across the board for his full set. Winner, winner. He's going to leave with 5 survival and no insanity, which is going to be bad because he has to have insanity for the butcher's cleaver. So I think what we're going to do is give him the poleaxe as well, because Kirsty, excuse me, is fist and toothing for the most part. And if Chucky gets insane, we'll give him that back. Okay. Yep, 0 insanity. He gets 1 evasion, 2 evasion from his gear. And that's it. Fresh meat. All right, Babs, Barbara. Ooh, has a pair of pants. Isn't that nice? That is it, though. She got a pair of pants, a dagger, a bow, a sword, and some fish. So she'll get 1 luck token. She will be at 3 survival, leaving 0 insanity, and we're going to fight a croc. Well, this is a terrible idea. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, whatever. We'll find out. We got stone noses, blood pools. What could possibly go wrong? All right. Well, before the hunt, I'm going to take a quick little break, bio and beverage, and then we'll be back for the hunt. See you in a few. So just real quick, I just realized what time it was. So we're at 3 hours, 10 minutes of this stream. Yeah, we've only had one, but sometimes it takes that way. It does that to us sometimes. So I think what we're going to do this time is we're just going to go straight to the giveaway. And that'll put us, about 3:20 for the video on demand or the YouTube upload. I'd hate to do a hunt and a battle pushing us out to 4+. So this, yeah, I think we're gonna call it here. So I'm gonna go through the list of followers and commenters, and we're gonna do that instead. And we're gonna call it here, and we'll just pick it up on Friday, next Friday. So, yeah, I don't see why we would continue to try to push. So let's go over here. Do a new one. All right. Blue, Neves. Who else we got? We got Ace. Who wouldn't you like a wedding present? Let's see, we got Masked. We got Tricky. We got 2 off D. 2 of these. We got 2 of these. What else we got? Oh, is that it? Is that all we've got today? All right. All right, so. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, yes, 5. All right. This is what we got. Verified. All right. Checked all these fine people. Let's see. Let's see, Mast, Ace, Blue. 2. Tricky. Yep, you're in there too. All right. Confirmed. All right, so I'm gonna shuffle the order. Check. I'm gonna hit it. Remember, you can opt out. Like if you win and you're just like, I don't like that. That's garbage. Why you give me this kibble? Just let me know. I'll be whispering you whoever wins, and I'll mail it out. But let's see who the winner is. Right, totally random. Oh, is it a wedding present? Oh, look at that. Well, I know what I'm getting you for your wedding gift. All right, Ace. Congrats. All right. Let's shuffle that list up. Now, I have not heard back from Solo Loco. Solo Loco, you won last time. Check your messages. All right, I want to get that shipped out to you. So I'm not putting the Gatherism print back up. There's no reason to do that until he opts out or says never mind or whatever. This is what we got. So good luck. Let's hit shuffle a couple more times. This is for Ace's wedding gift. I hope it's super nice. So this is the Super Savior. I think it's Super Survivor. Savior, I believe, Encore. So yeah, I think that's supposed to be Savior. So Super Savior. My Sci-Fi Savior? Super Savior? I don't know, one of those. But Brown Box, Encore. Congratulations. I will message you, Ace, and obviously if you don't get back to me, I'll know why. All right? So please don't message me on your honeymoon. You should be having fun. You should be doing other things. But congratulations, And I'll get this posted a little bit quicker than I did the last one since I'm not on vacation. So now that I'm back in the office, I'll get this one posted, get it up on YouTube. Go to YouTube, check out the streams. So we've got Lantern Years 0 to 1, 2 to 3, 4 to 5, and now we'll have 6 up there. Follow, like, subscribe, click the bell, click the whistle, click the plus, click the whatever. And we'll see you next Friday for another Lantern Year. And please, can we have no murder, death, kills? Please? Alright, anyway, see you guys later.